Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the Jada Mega Man ELEC Man. Now, I wasn't going to bother reviewing all of these little guys because I figured they're pretty cheap and we know they're going to be good enough for the price point. I think they're 20 bucks and they often go on sale. But you know what? This one stood out to me, and you guys keep asking me to review them anyway, and I figure, why not? Let's fill out that library of reviews. Might as well get them done, and I'd like to show off Jada stuff whenever I can because they are, right now, being a very good company, and hopefully they continue that trend. But yeah, this guy's no different. He's one of the better figures in this line so far, so I thought we'd look at him. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. I like their packaging a lot. I like these ones specifically because they're squared off. There's no weird shapes. Like, the Street Fighter ones are really nice, but I like these because they're very stackable. If you wanted to display these, you could. Unfortunately, you probably don't want to because they only show Mega Man on the sides, so that is unfortunate. But you could do the front at least. It's a nice looking package. Huge window for the figure, shows off everything in the box. That's nice. A little bit of artwork there. And I like that they have the window up here too. For those of you who do want to keep it in the box, you'll get some light in there and be able to see stuff. But yeah, I do think they would do well to put something on the sides for those of you who do want to keep them in the box. But not bad packaging otherwise. Alright, I'll put a link in the description below for this guy if you want to get one. I do think he should be about 20 bucks. Let's see, he's 11.5 centimeters tall. That's going to make him roughly about 4.5 inches. Here he is up against the Marvel Legends Darwin. I don't know how well you could scale that. I guess you probably could say that's in scale based on Mega Man and various other video games, but I don't know for sure. Alright, so let's talk about this guy. But first, a question of the day. Are you guys collecting this line? Are you just getting Mega Man for team-ups, or are you just going all in on the Mega Man stuff because we don't often get a lot of things like this? So, I'm getting all of them, even though I haven't played more than like a couple Mega Man games in my life. I've always liked the franchise, so I'm buying all of them. But let's look at this guy. There's a whole lot going on here. Plenty of new sculpt and plenty of paint. It's not the best paint in the world, but there's shading even. So that's pretty cool. There's shading on the black part here right behind the lightning bolt, which is painted well enough. There's shading behind the mask on the head. Then there's shading on the back of the head also. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell, but it's not really shading. I guess it's highlighting. It's like a grayish paint job. But then you can see there's a decent amount of well enough applied paint on this guy. It's pretty good looking. There's even two colors on the feet to make it look like it's glowing. Yeah, they did a pretty darn good job making an inexpensive figure perfectly good enough to purchase. And it's a shame that more companies don't do that. I think it's just nuts that some of these companies are using license popularity to justify making crappier figures. There's even shading on his crotch area. Yeah, it's a pretty darn good looking figure. The paint job is not impressive other than for the fact that it's at a pretty low price point. It's definitely a good enough paint job. Some varying finishes on there. I like it. I think it looks pretty darn good. So I'm going to give this guy an aesthetic rating of 9 out of 10. It's really, really nice. I'd like to see it cleaned up some, and like that's, even at a low price point, it's nicer to have cleaner paint jobs like the shading or highlighting on this spot right here. It's not centered. It's to the left of the lightning bolt a little bit. So things like that, you know, could be better, but it is still really darn good. All right, for the accessories, we have the normal head that comes on him in the package. Then we have the other one, which I'm guessing is from an entirely different game than the first one based on the eye design. But like I said, I don't know that much about Mega Man lore. It could even be from a cartoon. I don't know. So you guys can let me know about that. But it looks nice. It definitely has a different style to it, I guess. I mean, the eyes are different. The mouth is different. I don't know. Let me know. All right, and then for hands, you get two fist hands, a finger pointing hand, and a thumbs up hand. That's nice. And then you get his lightning effect, which is kind of chunky and blocky, but it's still pretty good. I'll take it. Yeah, it looks definitely good enough. So, 9.5 out of 10 for accessories. That's plenty at this price point. It's more than we get from almost all Marvel Legends at the base price point. Alternate head, hands, and an effect part. It's kind of unheard of. Now let's see if this guy can pose at all, though it's going to be basically the same as the ones we've already looked at. You get decent articulation in the head. It's nothing groundbreaking, but you're going to be able to do what you need. The arms. This part's pretty soft, so it'll flex. It's not going to be the softest thing in the world, so you're going to have some limitations, of course, but you can bring his arm up to the side, then bringing it forward. Yeah, you're basically just pushing against the flexible but not quite flexible enough plastic, so he's going to have some limitations, of course. For the elbow, you get a single joint that will rotate. That's where the bicep swivel comes in. That's effective enough. Wrists are a swivel and a hinge. That's fine. You do get a diaphragm joint and a waist joint, so he has better torso articulation than like half of the Marvel Legends again. at least. Look at that. It's so simple. Like, simple joints are so easy, and they're almost always the right call. So that's really nice to see that this guy can pose pretty dynamically for being such a little chunky, basic looking design. For the hips, again, ball peg, pretty basic. You can get those hips all the way out there. Almost full on splits. You can bring the legs forward plenty. They go back a little bit. You get your thigh swivel. You get your single jointed knee just like the elbow. It's a single joint with a swivel. Enough range. Not the most range, but yeah, that's definitely plenty at this price point. Then the ankles work pretty well. They go back nicely. They go forward a little bit, and they have an ankle rocker that's actually really good. So yeah, it's not bad at all. This is a solid little release. I'm going to give his articulation for this price point a 9 out of 10. Could be a little bit better in like getting the toe to come up more, things like that, but it is not bad at all. This is a solid buy. If you are even a little bit inclined to get something like this, I would recommend it. So I'm going to give it an overall rating of 9 out of 10. Really, really strong release. You know, Jada's just killing it so far by keeping the prices down and still putting out good products. That Frosty the Snowman is concerning. We haven't seen any new product from them going up since then, so we don't know if their prices are just going up or if it's because it's an exclusive or if it's because it's Frosty or what. But that $50 Frosty is... I was going to get it just because what the heck, but at $50, I haven't committed to that at all yet. Even to review, I can't do that. So we'll see. But so far, they've held strong on this line and the Street Fighter line, so we'll see if they keep doing that. But yeah, really, really good release. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll call it there. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.